Well, I don't know about the magic ring of financial joy, but there is some light at the end of the tunnel if you've got a mortgage, because apparently the interest rates have come down for the first time since COVID. Let's talk to Sally Mitchell and find out why. Sally, very good morning to you.
Good morning. That's really made me laugh.
Yeah, well, we best not to elaborate any more on that, but finally some good news. I didn't realise until this morning it was the first time that mortgage rates have, interest rates have dropped since COVID, but that's quite a milestone, isn't it?
Yeah, since 21. And we've been waiting and waiting for a year now for some sort of change. We've been, promised, we've been given the impression that it might. I mean, so many times I've waited for the result from the Monetary Policy Committee meetings on the knife edge. But this time it was really, really close. It was 5-4 to reduce, and obviously it's never been that close before. So it's green shoots. It's, a lot of this in the market is all about perception. I think this gives confidence to borrowers, to mortgage holders, to people trying to get on the property ladder. And that's really important. And we have seen most lenders reduce their mortgage rates in the last couple of weeks in anticipation perhaps of this result, or just a wider confidence in the market, the economy, which is great.
Yeah, I mean, the economy the signs of the economy are actually looking pretty good. Rachel Reeves has been busy telling us for the last couple of days that, she's inherited the worst economy ever. But in fact, it doesn't actually look like that's true.
Well, we've got growth. It's not where we want it to be, but our GDP is getting better. It's increasing. The two main sticky points for the MPC is the two different types of inflation, the wages and services. CPI, so what we put in our baskets every week, that has come down and held steady at 2%. That's brilliant. That's the target. The other two have actually remained above what the bank would like to see. And they worry, I'm speaking on their behalf, they worry that being a little bit fast in reducing the rate will actually just store up a bit of problems in the future, because we expect inflation to bounce up a little bit in the medium term. But you can't hold back the economy. It's got to the point now where if we don't reduce that base rate, then that we could suffer a little bit further down the line. So it's always a juggling act. Yes.
And with all this talk of building houses and Angela Rayner talking about concreting over parts of Britain, I mean, it's still pretty difficult to get a mortgage, isn't it?
It's harder than it used to be, yes. I mean, the rates have increased, so obviously affordability is an issue. House prices have risen. We do have a very expensive market, especially in some pockets of the country. It's very different geographically. People now have to really look at using 5-6 times their income in terms of borrowing, and spending half of their monthly salary on a mortgage payment, which never used to be the case. With the rate coming down, though, affordability should ease a little, because the projections that the lenders use will be based on a slightly lower standard variable rate. So people should be able to, A, borrow a little bit more if they need to, which in some areas is really important. And if they don't need to borrow any more, then what they are borrowing should cost them a little less. We're not talking thousands of pounds. On a £100,000 mortgage, the difference between 5.25% and 5% is actually only about £30 a month. But if you times that over a 2-year fixed period, it does add up. It's not bad. Every little helps.
No, of course, every little helps, as they say. Sally, good to talk to you. Thank you very much indeed, mortgage advisor at the Mortgage Mum. Let's go to the phones and get Sue from Staffordshire.